Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. We're speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Best of the season, Larry?
Well, the best of the season to you, Jim, and your family. It's not going to be a white Christmas, but we've had that already.
In Burnaby, it will be white. We still have 1.5 feet of snow. It depends where you are. We're speaking on December 22nd. Larry, can you maybe tell us about the big year that American Manganese has had?
Well, that's, first off, Jim, I'd just like to say a very Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year to my shareholders and anybody else that may be listening out there. And yes, this has been a great year for American Manganese. We really kicked things off in August when we started getting results back from Cometco. And you stop and you think about it, here we are, we're talking about recycling, and that was all it was, talk, until we got the proof of concept underway. We've been talking about recycling for over a year now, and but it really didn't kick off until August. And what happened then is since then we've had a market cap as high as $50 million. And we're currently still at around $31 million, and that was at the beginning of the year. Our market cap was it was just a little over $1 million, and on August the 8th, it was just a little over $3 million. So that's a great achievement. Certainly, a lot of shareholders are up a lot of money. Some are probably down right now, but they can be comfortable with the fact that we achieved our goals. And there's been companies out there that have been working on the hydrometallurgical process for recycling batteries, lithium-ion batteries, for a number of years, and have never reached the stage of development that we're at. So when you stop and you look at the year in respect to how the company has advanced, and let's talk about the actual physical advancements. First off, we got great results on the leaching, 100% recovery. We've got more recycling to do on the precipitation, but we did get close to 100% of the cobalt and 60% of the lithium, which is enough for us to actually produce a powder and make lithium-ion rechargeable batteries, button cells, which we've done, and that's been successful. And we've filed for patents, so, that's in a very short period of time. What else has the company accomplished? Well, certainly its technology has attracted the right kind of people. We've set up an advisory board, and we've got some stellar people on that advisory board, and we certainly have probably the most outstanding achiever in this field is just appointed, Shailesh Urepti, and Shailesh has just received a $500,000 award, which was highly competitive in New York. He's got patents that have been commercialized. He's familiar with actually commercializing these things. He's familiar with institutions that finance these things. It's just been he's going to be a fantastic addition and bring a lot of value to the board of the company. And that's in a nutshell. That basically tells you that the company is on the right track. Two, we'll come to the attention of other people. For example, there's a lot of talk about taking these spent batteries and making wall power units to store energy from solar. And you got to remember that's a 70% spent battery that's going on the wall. And certainly Tesla has came out against that idea. They say it's not economic and it doesn't make sense. And it doesn't. It just moves out the actual recycling to a future date. And there's been some articles on that, and I'll be addressing those in the new year. So it's been fantastic, Jim.
What's happening on the big board with Amy?
Well, it's you probably mean the bow boards, We certainly have our supporters out there, but we have what I call the people that don't own shares, or the predator traders, that are trying to bash the stock down. As a matter of fact, somebody posted recently that there are paid bashers out there, and they get bonuses if they can drive the price down. And but that said and done, we've been looking at some of the postings, and some of them are getting pretty personal and pretty, basically calling the management and the directors of the company crooks, and that we're manipulating the market, by the way, manipulating it down, which doesn't make any sense. And so what I've done is I've got a law firm in there going through these postings. And if we see something that really we feel is going over the top on the bashing, where it gets into the criminal area, we will be prosecuting those bashers. And we've had lots of defenders on the bull boards, but the company's got to stand up for itself too. We got to show that we got nothing to hide, and that these bashers can't get away with that. And I would do a couple of things for me. It would identify the bashers, and it may lead me back to who the major predator traders are in our stock. We've had that for quite some time, and as you noticed in the last couple of weeks, the big houses like TD and today's CIBC, and it's always a big bank that is selling off large blocks of stock. And we know that just about any shareholder out there that's got over 500,000 shares, and we know they're not sellers, so where's this stock coming from? And but the predators go through the big banks. You don't see much out of Anonymous and Jitney like you used to, because that really just tips the hand. They want to make it look like big banks are shorting us, but really it's just Jitney through the big banks. And so, we have a wonderful product. We significantly de-risked that product, and now we are going to move on to tightening up our patents and doing the chemistry on other battery chemistries, and because they're going to be included in our patent application, and we'll be looking for a partner. We just got back from the BATNat conference about 3 weeks ago, and I'm already getting a little bit of feedback from there, and it's all positive. So these are the sorts of things that we want to move ahead with, and I really think that this 2017 is going to be a banner year for the company.
Larry, do you think it helps that the latest Gallup poll shows in the U.S. that American confidence in the economy has never been higher? Does that help your business?
Well, that would certainly help my business. I think we're getting into more sophisticated investors as we move through. And not to say that our other investors are not sophisticated. I'm saying that these people are people that usually don't buy on a penny stock. And I think that next year will be that will increase significantly, and that poses a huge risk for these large shorts that I know are out there against us. And and I think we just have to steer the course. Our job in here is to basically make sure the company follows through on what it says it's going to do. And that's what we do in here. And, we'll keep that course going. I know we've been getting a lot of bashing on the bull boards from the sale of shares by a couple of directors, and which amounted to about 700,000 shares. And nobody said anything about the fact that the major seller had exercised his warrants, bought back 450,000 shares. And I'd just like to say that these people, and especially the one that sold the 500,000, hasn't seen a nickel from this company. although he comes in here every day and works a few hours every day for nothing. And so he's got to pay his bills, too. And, it's just, I'll give you an example. I had to sell 5,000 shares yesterday. The reason why I said had to is because it's in my RRSP, and I have to take a minimum amount of cash out, which is just a little over $1,000 every year by law. So I can't take it. I can't put the money in and take it out. I have to actually take it from that particular RRSP, and that RRSP has 1 million shares of Amy in it. So that's the only place I can get the money to do that. But I guess the predator traders will have a field day with that. But I just wanted to mention that, Jim. And I just want to say to you and to Tom and everybody else that's assisted me on these podcasts that you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Larry, you too. And just before we go, can you again remind people where American Manganese trades and what its stock symbol is?
American Manganese trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY, and it trades on the pink sheets in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF, and it trades in Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM. You can get all the information that's out there on our website at www.americanmanganeseinc.com. And if you want to get in contact with me, my email address is LREAUGH@AMYMN.com. And our phone number here is 778-574-4444.
Larry, best of the season again.
Thank you, Jim, and again, best of the season to you.
We've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.